want to talk to you today about estate planning for childless couples. Now, most people would think, well, that's pretty simple. There's no children in this marriage. The estate planning should be pretty straightforward. In fact, it's a lot more complicated than you would think. There are many issues that we need to address. Issues of disposition of the estate, the care that each spouse will need when one is gone, and making sure that the client's wishes are properly carried out. When we're talking about the disposition of the estate, we're not only focused on what happens at the first spouse's death, but also what happens at the second spouse's death. The spouses may not be on the same page, and they may want to provide for different people. Depending upon what the clients have in mind, we need to address what happens at the first spouse's death. Certainly we need to provide for the surviving spouse, but we also need to ensure that the wishes of the first spouse to die are carried out. And that drafting is a little bit tricky, and the planning is a little tricky. But if I sit down with the clients and explain to them the issues many of them have never even considered, then it's likely that we'll come up with the right result. Oftentimes, they really haven't thought about other issues, like what happens when one of them is deceased and the other one survives? Who's going to care for that one? Who's going to make sure that that one is provided for? Is there a power of attorney in place? Is there a living will in place? And then, of course, there's the issue of the disposition of the remains and who's going to be responsible for that. We sit down with clients and we explain the issues to them. And we have a dialogue. The dialogue's important because when I get the answers from them to the questions that I have, it always leads us to the right conclusion. And if we spend the appropriate amount of time dealing with these issues, there's not a doubt that we're going to accomplish their goals and get a plan that works for both of them and make sure that their wishes are carried out in an efficient and thorough manner.
For more information, contact the law offices of Einhorn, Barbarito.